Hello. Today we are going to be doing, this isn't going to be very long, but I do want to go over something that came out in the Nicola Bulley case. I did a reading 2 days ago and I made directional cards and the number 20 came out. After rewatching the video, I noticed that not only did the 20 come out when I shuffled and pulled the cards, but the 20 jumped out of the deck the second I asked about the bench that her phone was found on, 1. And 2, when I was showing what the deck was, because I made this deck myself, I was showing what the different options were within that deck. And I also just happened to, out of 78 cards, show the 20. So now it comes out that 20 days into the investigation, now they are coming out more or less victim blaming, that she had problems with alcohol stemming from menopause. This came out exactly 20 days into the investigation. Not only that, but in the press conference, they said that her phone was left on the bench. Remember I said the number 20 card came out when I mentioned the bench. They're saying that it was put on the bench at 9:20. I'm going to insert the clips so you can see what I'm talking about. So I made these cards. It was like a regular deck of cards that I had that I wanted to do something with. Wasn't sure what to do with it, but I made these. And it's similar to the directional dice that I have, but there's like Southwest. Some of them say like draw one more card. Some of them say different measurements like 20, there's feet, there's trap. Just pulling 2 of these, and then we'll pull tarot to confirm what we see, and then we'll pull directional dice. So 2 cards. What can we know about where Nicola is in reference to the park, or like in reference to the bench where her phone was left? Okay, that came out quick. 20. Okay. Under. 20 and under. 20 and under. 20 and under. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull tarot clarifier for the 20. 8 of Swords reversed. Freedom and escaping. 20. It's also a release. 20. Clarifier for under. King of Cups reversed. And the Empress reversed. Under, I believe, is referring to her being underwater at this point, unfortunately. The bike on this is almost making me feel like a boat, like a motorboat was how. What can we know about if there was a motorboat involved? Some kind of boat with a motor. Queen of Cups, water, woman, water. Yeah, it does seem like maybe the perpetrators came there in the boat, so they weren't seen on land, or maybe they took her from a boat. I don't know what would be possible based off of where the CCTV cameras are. If I would say if it's possible that she could have been taken on boat without being seen, I believe that is what this is referring to. If that's not possible, where it's like she would have definitely been seen leaving in this boat, then I do feel as though the people that took her came on a boat. a motorboat.
Sometime around 9:20, we believed that Nicola's handset had moved towards the bench area.
So essentially what I want to look into now, and also when I'm showing confirmations such as that, it's not like, ooh, look what I got right. It's like she, as in Nicola, was screaming, trying to get us to pay attention to the 20. Something about 20 is so important here. And I don't know if that is pointing to the incident. So the police had to do a welfare check on her. I want to say 17 days, some number of days before she disappeared, due to mental health. It wasn't a domestic, it wasn't anything like that, it was mental health. A lot of people are saying that the police kind of disclosed a little bit too much personal information. Like, what if this woman was to be found and now everybody in the world knows her business? So there is a little bit of like, sorry, this is crooked and it's driving me nuts. Okay. There is a little bit of like, why did they disclose so much personal information and why now? Especially because the person who was literally in charge of diving and searching the water for her was not told that she was high risk until 20 days after she had been missing and after he had concluded his search. He says that normally, if someone was high risk like that, he would be told about it because there is different protocol or different strategy to search when someone is believed to be high risk versus when they're not. So a little weird, right? We're going, so anyway, what I want to find out, Nicola wants us to focus on the number 20 because there's something relevant. Which is it? Is she pointing towards the information released on the 20th? So is she pointing towards that incident that the police had to be at the house for? Or is she pointing to saying, okay, on the 20th, they're releasing this information. Now you're going in the right direction. So let's look into that. First, I'm going to pull, let's do 2 rows of 4. And I want to see what happened during that incident when the police had to go and do a welfare check. Well, a mental health check. I don't know if that's the same thing, but a mental health check. And this was, I believe, around 2 weeks before she went missing. Which also in my other reading, I said something along the lines of there was problems in the home that they didn't want anybody to know about. They kept very hush-hush. So ironically, on the 20th, that became not hush-hush because the police spilled that out for the entire world to know. So, and the reason that agitates me so much is like, it'd be one thing if that information came out in the beginning, like, hi, there's this high-risk woman, everyone keep your eye out, instead of like, oh, well, did she run away with someone, or did she do this, or did it, knowing she's high risk would have made sense to come out in the beginning of the investigation. Now it kind of seems like someone made an oops and they're trying to get it to look like, maybe it's Nicola's fault after all. I don't love it. I think I don't love it. All right, so let's look into the incident that happened 2 weeks before she went missing. Police were called for a welfare mental health check. 2 rows of 4. What happened in that incident? 4 of Cups, the Magician, 10 of Swords reversed, the Lovers reversed, Six of Swords reversed, and the Hermit reversed. 2 more. Two of Cups reversed. King of Pentacles reversed. Okay. All right. So we're looking into the incident that police had to come and do a welfare check before she went missing. The first card we got is Four of Cups, which is about discontent, about kind of just being over it. The card itself is meant to depict a hand coming out of the clouds, offering the person on the card this cup, and the person is kind of just focused on the other knocked over cups. Well, and on this card they're standing, but on the other cups that are in front of them, not noticing this magical hand coming out of the cloud offering another cup. Discontent in your current situation, being offered a way to fix it, not being interested. Next to that, we have the Magician, which is about communication. It also, I want to say it was in a reading about Nicola that I had mentioned that this card to me usually represents some kind of digital communication, especially in today's day and age, but it could also just be regular communication. Anyway, I believe that Nicola discovered something on a cell phone, which is what I said in my other reading, which this card would confirm. Discontent, not happy, not agreeing with the options that could fix the problem because she's just over it. Same old song and dance, heard it before, don't want the cup, no thanks. Communication. Ten of Swords reverse, that I can't pick up, which is about moving on, releasing yourself from pain, being stabbed in the back, healing from being stabbed in the back. From what? The Lovers reversed. A relationship falling apart. Unhappy couple. So that is the completion of the first top row. Underneath of that is when things start to get a little rocky. So the first row, Nicola is showing us, I'm not happy. I'm being offered a chance to make something better that I'm not interested in because it's the same song and dance. No thanks. Don't want it. There's some kind of communication going on, but instead of going back and taking that magical cup, she's saying, no, I'm moving on. I'm moving forward. The Lovers in reverse is representing the result of those first three cards. Not happy, trying to talk about it, but we're not on the same page. I'm moving on. Lovers in reverse. Then we have the bottom row, which all reversed. We have Six of Swords, Hermit, Two of Cups, King of Pentacles. Six of Swords, returning to trouble. So I said that I believed that she had a conversation and didn't get the immediate reaction that she expected. I think it was a bit of a delayed reaction. And that is what would be represented by the Six of Swords reversed. Like, oh, that was easier than I expected it to be. Okay, cool, let's move forward. And then after that, getting some kind of like delayed reaction to what had been talked about earlier. The Hermit in reverse is isolation. So I just want to be alone. I want to be alone. It's also right underneath of the Magician. So what was the conversation about? I want to be alone. I want to be alone. Two of Cups reversed is next, and that is about a breakup or a separation, specifically of a couple. And then we have the King of Pentacles reverse, which is the king not in his power, the king worried about finances, the king wanting his cake and eating it too, the king making some kind of investment that did not pay off in his favor, maybe investing his time or energy into something and then realizing that what he invested his time and energy into no longer was going to work, and that was Too much time and energy wasted for him. Two of Cups reversed is also division. You go this way, I go that way. And guess what? We have Two of Cups reversed in between the Hermit reversed. I want to be alone. Let's separate. Not happy about it. Feels like he's losing everything over it. And the King of Pentacles reversed is right underneath of the Lovers reversed. 2 becomes 1. What was that incident that happened that police had to come and do a mental health check? My opinion, allegedly, was that that event was due to Nicola stating that she was not happy with the current reality that they were living, was not accepting the offer presented to her on how to fix it. Oh, I'll just be better. Oh, we'll do this. Oh, we'll do that. Oh, well, you told me that before and it's happening again, so no thanks. Let's try and talk it out. The Magician. Let's try and talk it out. Let's talk about this. Well, I found something on your phone. So there's not really much to talk about. 10 of Swords reversed. I need to heal. I realize that I'm having a problem with alcohol. My problem with alcohol is stemming from the stress that I'm under because this is not working. I am 4 of Cups discontent. Get me out of here. Lovers reversed. I think we should separate. That was the top of what happened. Then there was the delayed reaction represented by the 6 of Swords reversed of, okay, he may have seemed calm in the moment, but sometime in the near future, he reacted. He needed time to think about how to react, but reacted. The Hermit in reverse is him not really flipping out, but more pulling back his energy, almost as if he was planning something else. 2 of Cups reversed is no more talking about it. You go your way, I go my way. It is what it is. That's what's happening. King of Pentacles reversed. Well, I have too much to lose. I invested too much time and energy into this. And that led to a welfare check. This may be a little, some people might not like what I'm about to say, but you know, in relationships, when there is those kind of fights, sometimes the man can, and I mean, it can work both ways. The woman can push the man can push the woman. One can push the other. In this scenario, I believe it was the man that pushed the woman. I think that he did not like what she had to say about this 4 of Cups. I'm not content. I'm not taking what you're offering me because I don't believe that there will be a positive change resulting from it. I think that that mental health check was a little bit of him pushing her to get there, to that state of mind. I do. And I think that from that point until the 20th, which probably was a couple days later, I'm not sure, but I think the 20th is important. The 20th is exactly 1 week before she went missing. Oh, so maybe it was like a week before. I think they said 2 weeks. So let's say that the mental health check was point A, then a week later is point B, which is the 20th. And the 20th is when I think that things really started to go downhill. I think that the 20th is when this delayed reaction set in. It's either when the delayed reaction set in, or it could be when they started making plans. Okay, how is this gonna happen? Chop chop, I went out, bye. How are we doing this? And then a week after that, on the 27th, is when she went missing. Okay. And then exactly 20 days later, on February 15th, is when the press conference happened, that it finally came out that she was high risk due to this incident we just talked about. So, I'm going to pull one of these for each card. We're going to start with the Four of Cups. Clarifier for the Four of Cups. Coworker in reverse. This is not the first time that this card came out for Nicola's energy questions. I'm going to go through them all, and then I'm going to loop back to that coworker card. So again, the coworker is going with the Four of Cups. I'm not happy. I don't want your quick fix. No thanks. I'm not interested. And then we got coworker. Clarifier for the Magician. Moving on and manipulation in reverse. Pulling the strings. What did I just say? I said that the conversation that they had, represented by the Magician, led to what I believe is him pushing her too far. Manipulation, pulling the strings, because she wanted to move on, which also shows a person in a boat. Okay. Which also looks like this Six of Swords reversed, which is, this is the card that said there wasn't an immediate reaction, but a delayed reaction to what she had said. Okay. Manipulation, pulling the strings. Oh, she's crazy. She needs help. Kind of sounds like he was setting up something, because later on, he was going to need to have some way to question her mental health. On the Magician. Magician is the communication, manipulation, and what was the conversation about? The conversation was about moving on. Clarifier for the reversed Ten of Swords. Shocker. Love triangle. So not happy, don't want your quick fix. Let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation. Let me manipulate you. No thanks. Ten of Swords, I'm leaving. I need to heal. Why? Love triangle, turned upside down. Why is it turned upside down? Because she found out about it. And that's what they were talking about. The Lovers in reverse. Wife in reverse. The Lovers in reverse came out with wife in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Hey, I'm leaving you. Wife in reverse. Not a wife anymore. Wife. Partner for a very long time. Wife, husband, same thing. Clarifier for the Six of Swords reversed, which again is clarifying not an immediate reaction, or at least not the immediate reaction that she expected, a delayed reaction to what had been talked about earlier. And it also is representing things kind of going bad, having some kind of trouble. Insecurity, and guess what? It's the card with the woman and the baby again. I'm telling you, the mistress was either pregnant or had claimed to be pregnant and was not. Something, one of them. Or maybe they already have a kid. I don't know, but there's something going on with a baby. The Hermit in reverse. This card came out last reading. It was about her walking up the steps, taking her power back. The Hermit in reverse is where I said isolation. I want to be alone. I'm taking my power back. Rebound is the card in the last reading that came out. And it was saying that this is something that happened before, and or it was an ex that was resurfacing. I believed it was more likely that this is something that had been brought up or he had been caught for or something like that before. She confirmed it again. Reconcile. It happened before. It's happening again. I'm taking back my power. I want to be alone. I'm leaving. Clarifier for, clarifier for the Two of Cups reversed, which we kind of just confirmed with the last cards, but the Hermit reversed and then Two of Cups reversed. I'm leaving you. I want to be alone. Decision. Unplanned pregnancy. Decision in reverse. And two people super stressed out, right? A decision in reverse, not a decision. What do you mean not a decision? It was an unplanned pregnancy. I just said there's something with a child. Something with a child. King of Pentacles reversed, which is representing the king not in his power. The king invested a lot of time and energy into something and is not, they're all reversed, is not getting a return on his investment, or feels like he's wasted his time and energy, or feels like there is money that's going to be lost. Sneak out in reverse. He scared her and she was going to try and get out without having a conversation about it, and he found out. It would be like if they had a conversation, he made it so she looked crazy, like literally crazy enough to need a welfare check because he deliberately pushed her to that point. Allegedly, in my opinion, he deliberately pushed her to that point. She needs a mental health evaluation. She's like, you know what? If I just keep confronting him about this, he's going to make me look crazy and I'm going to lose the kids. So I need to just get myself out. She made some kind of plans, had something in place. He found out. I believe that what pushed her was maybe she either found out about the unplanned pregnancy. I guess it's possible she's the one that was pregnant. Somebody's pregnant. It's her or the mistress. Somebody's pregnant. But in that case, before I was like, is it him or her that was having the affair? If someone's pregnant, I feel like it would be more likely it would be him that's having the affair, because otherwise it would mean that it's definitely her that's pregnant, and I'm not comfortable saying it's definitely her because I don't believe it is. I don't believe that she was the one that was pregnant at all. I believe it was the mistress, which would mean that it was him having the affair. So that was the love triangle deck. I also pulled out this other deck, the situations deck, and I want to just go back through just because I want to clarify coworker and I want to clarify sneak out, which I think I know what it means, but oh, no, I know exactly what it means. This is an all white building, okay, like a mental place, and she's wearing fuzzy slipper socks. She was scared that he was going to send her to the mental place if she tried to leave him. So she was making a plan to do it and get out so that he couldn't do that. Allegedly, my opinion. All right, let's pull one of these for each one. This video is not going to be too much longer. I will go back into this. I know people have a lot of questions that I still have to answer. I have a ton of laundry that I have to get done today. And I also am today going to do a video trying to locate Amy. So yeah, we just want to pull one more for each, starting with coworker in reverse. This card came out in reverse. Recalling, reminiscing, memories, or returning. Returning. Coworker in reverse. Couple in the card, couple in the card. Returning. Make a clarifier for a coworker. The coworker card. The devil. Here's another one. Okay. Ace of Wands. I got to do some research to see who... I don't know enough about their jobs to know. So... Coworker. Three of Wands. Waiting for something to come in. Ace of Wands is like a new project or a new initiative or a new venture. The devil. Three of Wands. Oh, she was waiting on money to come in so she could leave. Coworker in reverse. Devil, Ace of Wands, Three of Wands. Recalling, calling back. Reminiscing, memories. Hold on. Five of Pentacles reverse. Chariot reverse. Oh, he heard her on the phone. He heard her on the phone, or like she was waiting on money to come in, because Five of Pentacles reverse is recouping a financial loss. Chariot inverse is waiting, no movement, lack of movement. She was waiting for money to come in so that she could leave him, and he knew that. And that deal that fell apart, that everyone's like, does that have anything to do with it? Kind of, because she was waiting for that money so she could leave. And it fell apart. She tried to make some other kind of plan. And he found out about it. Made a clarifier for what I just said. The Star. Public as well. Public. Oh, public. She told somebody else her plans. What can we know about her telling someone else her plans to leave after she got money coming in? Didn't feel ready to do it, but was going to do it. The Sun. Two of Swords. A tough decision. I said, what can we know about her plans to leave after she had money come in? The Sun, which is a big yes, big confirmation that it's like turning the light on in a dark room. It's helping us understand something that wasn't previously understood. She didn't feel ready to do it, but she was going to do it anyway because she had to take a chance on herself. Okay. Oh, maybe she told a coworker? No, I don't think that's it. I think it's that she was waiting for money to come in so that she had enough money to leave. That last deal fell through and something was in the works that he found out about. Okay, so let's just say that's the case, right? It's then possible that that phone was left on purpose, thinking, oh, well, they'll search the phone and they won't see anything bad in there because the phone's been cleared out of anything that would have any proof of her wanting to leave. So they're going to search the phone. They're going to see nothing's in there. And it's going to rule out that being a potential motive. Because if her phone was never found, then it would be, oh, well, I wonder what was on her phone. They took her phone too. But the phone is purposely left there. All right, let's go to the next one. So we had the magician with moving on and manipulation in reverse. In reverse, settlement, agreement, or compromise. This is confirming the magician, which is about communication. Whoop. I am making a big mess. Okay, magician, which is about communication, specifically about the talk that they had that day, the day of the mental health check. Then we had moving on was the result of that conversation, or what the conversation was about. I want to move on. Manipulation in reverse. No, I'm going to manipulate you into staying like I had before. No thanks, I'm leaving. Settlement, agreement, or compromise in reverse. They could not come to one. The next one is Ten of Swords reversed and Love Triangle reversed. It was on reverse. It was in reverse. On the table, offer, proposal, or commitment. So we have, no, I don't want to stay. I need to heal. I need to move on. Something about a love triangle. On the table, commitment, everything in reverse. No, I'll make it better. I will commit to you. This won't happen again. Everything will get better. In reverse. Now we have, what was that card? This one was laying like this. It's in reverse. Not facing truth, irrational reasoning. Not facing the truth. No, it'll get better. This time will be different, blah, 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 blah. Not facing the truth, irrational reasoning. Oh, this is why I did it. It's just because you've been having all these drinking problems. You've been having all these problems with menopause. You've been having all these mental health problems. So it got me to do this, but I'm never going to do it again. I can almost hear it in my head. Allegedly, my opinion. Okay, so next is Lovers reversed and Wife reversed. Synchronicities. Signs. She kept getting signs that it was time to end it. It was time to go. Clarifying. Six of Swords reversed and Insecurity reversed. And Insecurity is the one that has the woman and the baby on it. It was in reverse. Tragedy. Forbidden love. With Insecurity reverse. And with Returning to Trouble. Six of Swords reverse. Delayed reaction, returning to trouble. Forbidden love. The Hermit reversed with Power, Reconcile, and Rebound. I want to be alone. I'm taking back my power. This happened again. No, thank you. Clarifier for that. Receipts, proof, show me, lipstick, meeting, 2 or more people discussing and planning. I want to be alone. I'm taking back my power. This has happened before. It's not just me and you. There's a third party involved here. I have receipts. I have proof. It's not just you and me. There's another party involved in this. It's time for me to go. Also, planning. So I said that I felt as though she was making plans that after she got the money, it was time for her to go. And I said that I believe that she told someone about it. 2 or more people discussing planning. Literally says 2 or more people discussing planning. Now we have 2 of Cups in reverse with decision in reverse and unplanned pregnancy. Clarifier for that. Interview, unplanned pregnancy, and decision. Talk, conversation, and get on the same page. Separation, a difficult decision, or not a decision because it was something that was unplanned. Getting on the same page. Getting on the same page about what? There needs to be a separation. And then last one to clarify, King of Pentacles reversed and sneak out. Oh, she wanted to sneak out from the King of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, that makes sense. Is in reverse. Realization. Awareness. Finding out. Coming to light. And it's with the King of Pentacles in reverse. And sneaking out in reverse. I said I thought she wanted to sneak away so that he didn't try and put her in the mental health facility instead of letting her leave. Oh, I said before, you're not it was like, you're not leaving. I'm not letting you go that easily. Yeah, he wasn't going to kill her. He was going to put her in the mental health facility. That was the plan the whole time. Oh my gosh. In the beginning, I said it wasn't to kill her. It was to scare her. It was to get her to go into the mental health facility so that he wouldn't lose everything because of her leaving. So that's it. That's what this incident was meant to do. That's why it doesn't make sense. It wasn't just to scare her. It was to get her to go to a mental health facility, to ruin her credibility, which by the way, the police have now pretty much done. But it was to do that so that he wouldn't lose everything, because she would lose her credibility and the ability to get what she wanted out of leaving. And I said, I thought that she had plans and he found out about them. Awareness, finding out, and coming to light. So I would say that is him finding out about the plans that she had to sneak out without him knowing. Yeah, so it wasn't, it was essentially to mess with her mental health to the point where it would be taking her power away in that way, but something went wrong. Something went wrong. I'm going to do a follow-up on this soon, but this is it for right now. I'm going to pull, something's telling me to pull 3 of these. So I'm going to pull 3 of these, and then we're going to wrap this up for now. Toxic connection in reverse and the X in reverse. Let's see what the third card is. broken trust, moving, broken trust reverse, and moving. That pretty much sums it up. Yeah, that's it for now. Talk to you guys soon.